Hello students, once again welcome to the LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Let's start with the course Mathematics 1. Today's chapter is improper integral, and we have the last lecture of this chapter is improper integral of third kind. In last lecture, in the previous lecture, we have seen first kind and second kind, and now today we will see about the third kind and convergence divergence of improper integral. That means we have one test, comparison test for convergence and divergence. Okay, so let's start with the improper integral of third kind. Now it is defined an integral in which one or both limit of integration are infinite and the integrand become infinite at one or more points within or at the end point of interval of integration, then it is called third kind. That means we can say that it is the combination of type 1, that is first kind, and second kind. So it is mixture of one kind and first kind and second kind. That means you can see infinitive as well as the given function becomes infinite at any of the limit. That means at 0 this becomes infinite. So because of this infinitive it becomes first kind, and at 0 this function is unbounded, that it is of second kind. So it is combination of first kind and second kind. So third kind is nothing but combination of first kind and second kind. That's why I told you in previous lecture you should practice their practice example. Okay, so we have only one example we will take, because rest you know how to solve the integral of improper of first kind and second kind. So as same thing we have to use for the third kind. So we have example, evaluate integration 0 to infinity 1 upon x square dx. So at infinitive, this is infinitive and this is 0. So this function is become unbounded at 0. So given improper integral is of third kind, that means type 3. The upper limit is infinite and it is unbounded at 0. So we will take 0 to infinite, a point in between this, at which this function is not unbounded or not infinite. That means you can take 1, 2, 3, any number, but we will take small number, that will I am taking only 1. So 0 to 1 and 1 to infinite. Now as we have discussed, we have to take limit for the point at which unbounded and infinity is given. So in this integration we will take limit for this 0. In this integration we will take limit for this infinity. Okay, so let's start with the I1, that means first integration. 0 to 1, 1 upon x square dx. So take limit for this 0. So c tends to 0 and c. And we know the integration of 1 upon x square is minus 1 upon x, as we have seen in the previous lecture. So minus 1 upon x, upper limit minus lower limit. So we have this. Now if we put 0, so 1 upon 0 is infinite, and minus 1 plus infinite is infinite. So we have answer infinite. As we have discussed, if either of these two limit, this one, I'm clearing this, either of these is infinite, then addition of this become infinite, and the original, this given answer, is infinite. Simple. Okay. But in this example, I am also explaining this so you can understand better. So I2 is equal to this, and in this we have to take limit for this infinitive. So c tends to infinitive, 1 to c, 1 upon x square dx. Integration of 1 upon x square is minus 1 upon x, upper limit minus lower limit. Now if we put infinitive, 1 upon infinity is 0, so 0 plus 1 is 1, so we have answer 1. So in I1 we have infinite, in I2 we have finite, so addition of infinite plus finite is infinite. So we can say that given limit does not exist, given integral is divergent if it is asked, otherwise we have this infinite answer. Okay. So this is these are the first kind, second kind, and third kind. Now we have one test, comparison test, to check the improper integral, convergent or divergent. Okay, so in comparison test we have two kind of test: direct comparison test and limit comparison test. These tests we have already seen. If you remember that infinite series. In infinite series we have studied about this test. Same concept we have in this topic also. So first we will take direct comparison test. If f of x and g of x are two continuous functions for x greater equal to a, such that f of x less equal to g of x, both are positive because both are greater than 0, then f of x is convergent if g of x is convergent. That means this is our new series, as we have discussed in previous. Same concept here. F of x is given. We will find g of x. Both will be continuous for the x greater equal to a, and this is our new, which is obtained. This is already given. Obtained is convergent, and which is large, then this given is small, which is also convergent. Okay, same concept for this. This is given. From this is obtained. How we can obtain? We will see an example. Okay. Now this obtained is smaller and given is bigger. Then we have to check this obtained, because given is not possible directly. So we obtained this g of x. We will check this. If this is divergent, small is divergent and big is divergent. But if small is convergent, so we cannot say anything about this big. So for that we have to use limit comparison. Okay, but here we have to keep one thing in mind, that this new is bigger than old and new is convergent, then old is convergent. Similar way, new is small and small is divergent, then big is divergent. Okay, this is our direct comparison test. Now, same way we have limit comparison test. So what is the limit comparison test? So this is given. This will be obtained from this. Okay, and if both are positive, and if limit of f of x by g of x is equal to L, which is finite and non-zero. Finite and non-zero. That means, finite and non-zero. That means lies between 0 and infinity. Not 0, not infinite. In between that. Then integration f of x and integration g of x, both convergent or divergent simultaneously. That means if obtained new g of x is convergent, f of x is convergent, g of x is divergent, f of x is divergent. Simple. There is no concept less than greater than in limit comparison. Less than greater than that concept is for direct comparison test. Okay. Now we have one test, small test. We already studied in that infinite series chapter, which is P integral test. And in P integral, this integration 1 to infinity 1 upon x raised to p dx is convergent if this power p is greater than 1. And if the power p is less than equal to 1, then given integral is divergent. Simple, you have to remember this concept to solve this comparison test, as we have seen in that chapter. Okay, we have some examples so you can understand better. Start with the example number 1. Is the convergence of improper integral this. So we have this improper integral because you can see this is infinite. But how we can integrate this cos x upon x square? There is no any direct integration formula we have. Okay, so here we have f of x is this. from this f of x, we will find g of x. And the concept of taking g of x is we can take x maximum common. Okay, so we have f of x is this. We will take g of x equal to 1 upon x square. Now we know that this term is less equal to this 1 upon x square. How? So we know that cos x is less equal to 1. Okay, so by dividing x square both sides, same quantity, so inequality will be same, and we know that this is less than, this is greater than. So new g of x is greater, and now we will check this g of x. And now if we take g of x 1 to infinity, g of x dx 1 to infinity 1 upon x square dx, which is look like 1 to infinity 1 upon x raised to p dx. Here p is equal to 2, which is greater than 1. So we can say that given integral that g of x this is convergent, and by direct comparison test, if nu obtained is big, which is convergent, so small is also convergent. Okay, so by p integral test, I'm just removing all these things so you can see proper. By p integral test, p is equal to 2, which is greater than 1. So this given g of x is convergent. By direct comparison test, we can say that if this is convergent, then this small is also convergent. Okay, simple. One more example we have. Check the convergence of this. Now we don't have any integration formula, and this is improper integral because of this infinitive. So take this as g f of x. Now from this, as we have discussed, we can take x common from numerator and denominator maximum. So from numerator x and from numerator x raised to 4, by cancelling this, we have 1 upon x cube. So g of x becomes 1 upon x cube. Now we cannot decide directly which one is greater, which one is less than. So we will use limit comparison test. For limit comparison test, we will take limit f of x upon g of x. So this is f of x, and upon g of x, that 1 upon x cube. So x cube goes to the numerator. Now taking x common from this, x raised to 4 common from this. So we have this simple infinite type, we know that. And by cancel out x in cube into x, x raised to 4 with this x raised to 4, we have remaining this. If you put x is equal to infinity, 5 by infinity is 0, 7 by infinity is 0, so we have 3 by 1 is 3, which is finite non-zero, so we can apply limit comparison test. That means we can apply, we will check for this by pre-integral or by simple process also. So we have integration 4 to infinity g of x dx. If we choose p integral, so p is equal to 3 greater than 1, so given integral is convergent. So g of x is convergent, so by limit comparison that f of x is also convergent. But if we are not using that p integral, so we can use that limit wala topic also, that means is first kind of integration. So taking limit for this infinitive, and by integrating 1 upon x cube, we have this minus 1 by 2. Okay, x square, upper limit minus lower limit. Then we will put this limit, v tends to infinity, 1 by infinity is 0. So we have answer 1 by 32, which is finite. So this is finite. So this integral is convergent. And this convergent, so by limit comparison test, the original this f of x dx is also convergent. So easy. Okay, now one more example, last example. It is the convergence of integral 1 to infinity e raised to minus x square dx. Now we don't have any integration formula for this. So we will take f of x as a this. So f of x is equal to minus x square. This continuous function interval 1 to infinity. Since we know that x square is always greater or equal to x. Okay, as we know that. So if we multiply with minus, so inequality will be changed. And if we take e raised to, so inequality will be same. Okay, so here this is given, this is obtained. Integration of this given is not possible, so we will apply integration for this obtained. This is our g of x. So integration 1 to infinity e raised to minus x dx. We'll take limit for this infinity because it is first kind. So by simplifying this, we have the final answer, this finite. So g of x has a finite limit answer, and that's why g of x is convergent. Now g of x is greater, and greater is convergent, so smaller is also convergent. So by comparison test, we can say that this given integral is also convergent. Okay, similar way we have this example that you have to solve by yourself. You can use P integral test directly, or you can use first kind, second kind, third kind, whichever is applicable. You can apply for the comparison test on g of x. Okay, so keep practicing. Thank you for watching this video. Here this chapter is completed because it's small chapter, low weightage. We will see you soon with next topic, next lecture, next chapter. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video. Keep watching, keep learning, use pen and paper so you can understand better. Thank you very much.